Hello everyone, Vito32 back again, and right now I'm not in a great mood because for some reason my brand new microphone that I bought for my computer is not working. I don't know what's going on with it, but for some reason it's not picking up audio. That probably explains why last week my video had no audio. But anyways, let's get on to it. What's going on? Let me see here. Way too much going on, really. First of all, we get the Prism Day and Dusk from Elephant Playing Cards. Currently 71% funded, 22 days to go. I mentioned them last week, I think, but there was no audio. Beautiful cards, very nicely done. Brand new back design on the day deck. I think it's a different design. Here we go, the 3 different back designs. Very nice, colorful. They really pop. Of course, they got this glossy texture embossing you see right there to them. It's really awesome, and I do recommend checking them out. Then we got Bicycle Prism Gilded decks from Collectible Cards. Less than 140 available. 24 hours to go. They're funded. Pricey, but very unique. Then we got another Trump deck from Make Cards Great Again. Idiot. It's funded. 23 days to go. Pretty low goal. Is this really what a Muslim looks like? I don't think so. But whatever. It's not the way I think of Muslims. Turban wearing. I mean, this looks like someone from India more than anything. But anyways, it's just weird. It's in poor taste as far as I'm concerned. Considering, he's pretty much a racist towards all these countries, all these people. There's 4 different back designs, 4 different decks. Oh joy. Printed by some no-name company, no doubt. And of course, Trump, if you're a supporter, I don't know what to say. I mean, the guy is being accused and has even admitted to wanting to or to having, sexually assaulted women. I think that's pretty obvious. And it seems that people with that kind of power and money are able to do that kind of stuff and get away with it. And I mean, if you come down on Bill Clinton or Bill Cosby for similar accusations and you support Trump, guess what? You're a hypocrite. But anyways, let's move on. The next one here is Rome. Playing cards from Randy Butterfield, Midnight Cards. The Anthony and Caesar decks. Red one and the blue one. 93% funded, 33 days to go. That one's going to fund, it's a matter of time. There's actually these limited edition versions that have these toga sleeves, which I think is fine, but it's just a little sleeve that just costs you more money. It's the same deck, same tuck cases, same cards. You're just paying extra for a sleeve. I'm not sure if, it's $10 more for a sleeve, basically. But anyways, the artwork is fabulous. Beautiful cards. Nice back designs. Interestingly done with very nice foil and embossing on tuck case. But interesting done with these kind of scenes on the back designs as opposed to just a standard back design. I like it. I recommend checking it out, and I'm definitely interested myself. There's just so many decks on Kickstarter right now at the moment that it's hard to support them all. But I will pick these up at some point in time, I'm sure. Very nice artwork, beautiful cards. Very nicely done. Nice jokers, coin, chase, looks like. Interesting. Printed by Legends, by the way. Oh, there's his family. Moving along. We got Bicycle Denim from Collectible Cards, 51% funded, 28 days to go. There it is. It's basically a denim look. Blue jeans. Why not? Just a rider back. Fairly standard faces. But I like it, especially if the price is right. And, ooh. I mean, I guess it's okay. $12 is not that much, but really seems a bit pricey for what is basically a fairly standard bicycle deck with recoloring. But it's still pretty cool, and I will still pick it up eventually and review it. I like it. It's pretty cool. I just think that it could have been a little bit better priced for what it is. That might hurt the funding. Anyways, next up, Bicycle Nocturne, also from Collectible Cards. It's funded, 17 days to go. Very nice deck, nice back design, really cool, really pops visually. Nice recoloring of the core cards, custom pips. Pretty cool. I like that Ace of Spades. I gotta recommend checking it out. Then we got Cold Deck Playing Cards by Varianto 25, 8% funded, 29 days to go. Haven't seen this one yet. Let's have a look. It's sadly disappointing in the back design, just some colors and just cool, cold deck. At least it's mirror image. The faces, okay. They got computer type stuff on, it looks like. Come on. The price isn't horrible or anything like that, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. It's just throwing stuff on the faces of playing cards just for the hell of it. Not sure who's producing it, and I'm not sure I care. Next up, Good Curling Playing Cards by OMG Curling. Funded, 25 days to go, USB-C produced. Nice back design, kind of classic looking. I like how, the suits are all basically curling themed stuff. One of them's got brooms and another one's got rocks. The core cards feature images of people curling. You'd think this was made by somebody in Canada, but apparently it's not. Because curling's pretty big here. I don't like that they got, well, I understand why they have it like this, but I don't really like that it's brooms and rocks for all the suits. I'd like to see 4 different suits so that there's no issues with playability and identifiability. But at the same time, they're different colors, and that makes sense because you have 2 different colors for rocks and curling. But it's pretty interesting. I had a slight concern. Oh, God's sakes. I apologize. I had a slight concern with the, I'm not sure how they're going to get these produced and shipped by Christmas, but we'll see. I don't think that's going to happen. I did have a slight concern with the gold being so low, especially for USB-C printing, but apparently they got lots of money sitting around. They're willing to throw it towards the project, so that's good. So next up, we got Pantheon Playing Cards from Further Industries, funded, 14 days to go. Only one deck this time, the last one that's going to look like this apparently, which feels like it's a part of the Daedalus series. Pricey though, 23 euros for one deck plus shipping. It's pricey. Too pricey as far as I'm concerned. But very nice. Lots of foil. On the tuck case, the inside, the outside, numbered seals. Only 1,777 being produced. Metallic inks on the faces. Foil on the back. Excuse me. Only 1,500 available on the project. Very nice. Beautiful artwork. Nice color. And if you missed out Excuse me. Beautiful artwork, as you can see. If you missed out on the other ones, boom, you can get them right there. It's gonna be expensive, but you can get them. Anyways, moving along. Next up, well, this one, presidential portrait point guards not happening 1% funded 23 days ago. The Vine Art point guards from Sinise Chaba has relaunched, 16% funded, 28 days to go. Looking a little bit iffy right now. I think the problem is just too many projects on Kickstarter as it is right now. I know it's a problem for me financially, and it's probably an issue for a lot of other people as well. But beautiful artwork. I like the court guards to be produced by expert point guards, inspired by Hindu mythology. And actually, I'm going to be getting a prototype to review, which I appreciate him sending to me. Apparently he sent one to Magic Orthodoxy, but he hasn't sent one to me yet. But he's sending me one, so that's good. Gives me a little more incentive to support the project. Very nice show, beautiful artwork, beautiful back design. I like it. I look forward to checking out the prototype and reviewing it for you. And I suggest checking out the project and supporting it. And I'm going to do the same thing. Next up, Birthstone Dragons by Jessica Feinberg, funded as usual, 17 days to go. It's another dragon themed deck, this time Birthstone. You know, they're okay. At least the back design is mirrored. Oh wait, there's actually a 60 card Oracle deck available. If you like it, check it out. I've long decided not to back these projects because it's just pretty repetitive as far as I'm concerned. And I would like to see her get out of her comfort zone and try something completely different, you know. Next up, Hair My, playing cards from New Zealand by Montenzi Design, funded, 5 days to go. I'm not sure if they've hit the stretch goals for extra playing card production. I don't think so. Anchor playing cards by Ember Waves, I mentioned last week. It's funded, 26 hours to go, barely funded, because it's barely good. I mean, it's fine, the back design's nice, it's got an anchor type theme to it, but, you know, I mean, the faces, they look very similar to his other decks, as you can see, and why the hell are the court cards wearing bandanas? It makes absolutely zero sense. I mean, it's not a pirate themed deck, it's, at least the name isn't pirate themed, but you got skull and crossbones on the jokers, bandana wearing court cards. I don't know, it's just throwing all sorts of stuff onto the cards, it looks like to me. It's fine. Being produced by Make Point Cards, I believe, with that goal. That's pretty low. Yeah, 250 decks already. Star Kings playing cards to be produced by Nomura Arts by SVI Group. 32% funded, 33 days to go. Looking a little bit iffy at the moment. I'm not a big fan of projects like this where they have like a digital Photoshop weird, you know, pictures of the decks of the cards. Why not produce a prototype and so is the actual deck? But the artwork itself is fine. It's kind of like a very vintage style deck almost. Not sure why the aces need suit indicators like that. It just looks weird. The back designs are fine except they're one way. Not too much going on in them either. Pretty simple, I think. But the artwork on the faces is pretty nice. To be produced, like I said, by Nomura Arts, if and when they fund. I just think presenting the cards like this, it just looks weird and effortless almost. And it's off-putting for me. I've mentioned this one before, Skateboard playing cards by Kevin Yu, very nice. 94% funded, 14 days to go. Just a matter of time. Hipsteria playing cards by Agitcom, 34% funded, 18 days to go. Looking a little bit iffy at the moment. Just because there's so many other decks on there. It's also not really my cup of tea, the way it's done with the faces. Eldorado, Maya edition from Emmanuel Volterra, 65% funded, 10 days to go. Again, looks like it's going to be very close. Star Deck by Lunar Saloon, funded, 25 days to go. Let's have a look. It's got alien faces that look like they were copied off another deck. They look like they were copied off some Cthulhu deck that I've seen in the past, or a deck I've seen elsewhere. To be produced by USBC. Okay. It just, I don't know. The code cards don't look highly original. The back design is nice. The borders are too thick for my liking. I would have preferred much thinner borders. Or maybe it's just that it's so close up. It looks thicker than it is. But yeah, it's just alien code cards. It's not bad, but it's not really interesting to me too much. You can also get laser edged wood cards and metal cards if you're interested. Then we got the Bicycle Imperium from Concept Graphics, aka Black Up, whatever. Well funded, 6 days to go. Alright, so anyways, as mentioned, Bicycle Imperium, well funded, 6 days to go. Apparently I ran out of memory. Anyways, let's move on. Wonderland card deck from Haley Suits, 40% funded, 8 days to go, not gonna happen. More Alexian crap. My god, it's almost over. La Katrina by Junk 4, 65% funded, 14 days to go. Looks like it's just a matter of time. Then we got 1876 number 18 Dragon Triplicate Playing Cards Restoration by Michael Scott, Homegrown Games. Restoration of the original Dragon back deck, which is kind of a little bit weird because I don't believe it actually was ever produced, but we'll take it. 38% funded, 17 days to go. Very nice. I love these tuck cases. It's a triplicate on them. More so than whatever those ones are. We're getting there, but it's a $30,000 goal. That's really massive. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I think it's too massive. I don't know why it's so massive. I mean, produce 2 decks. Small goal. It would be much better. But very nice faces. Back design. I love it. I would like to get these ones for sure. I believe they're actually sending me some prototypes to review. I look forward to checking it out. Apparently there's gilded editions as well. Nice colors. I like it. But it's a little bit weird, you know, we're restoring something that actually never got produced that I know of. But anyways, moving along. Obviously, I believe produced by USBC. Next up, Teams of Erden from Tim Olinger, 41% funded, 38 days. So slowly getting there, may or may not make it. Avant-Garde, the 2017 United Colors 5th Annual Deck by the Edgy Brothers. Funded, 22 days to go. I mentioned this one last week, I'm sure, maybe the week before. Nice back design. It's basically, it's their previous attempt to select playing cards, redone a little bit, recolored. Pretty nice. It actually funded this time, so that's good. There is a green one that's supposed to unlock at $15,000. It's based on the Royal House playing cards they did from 2015. I don't know why they're doing that. I mean, we've already seen these court cards, so why reproduce that? I don't know, but it seems like not too many people are interested because it's not looking like it's going to hit that ball at this rate. Then there's emoticon cards, which I mentioned last week, but they didn't hear, obviously, by Lift and Motion. 0% funded, 18 days ago, not going to happen. Basically, it's got no suits. It's just a different color, different emoticon for a suit. Very limited appeal as far as I'm concerned. I'm not a big fan of it. You can check it out if you want to know more about it. Then there's Ian Shoelacing cards by Ian Fagan, the Professor Shoelace, apparently. 15% funded, 14 days to go. Very limited appeal as far as I'm concerned. It's a deck that features, I mentioned it last week at the very least, but I might have mentioned it the week before, but it's a deck that features all sorts of 52 different types of shoelace methods. If it isn't one thing, it's something else. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyways, it's 52 different ways of tying shoelaces, basically. And they're all highlighted on the back design, which makes it a marked deck. Only magicians would not want to use this deck. It has a limited appeal for most collectors, I think. Especially with all these other amazing decks on Kickstarter right now. And it has a limited appeal for anyone who wants to play cards, I think. So, let's move on. Morality by Morality Games. The poker card game ripoff, it says. Based on American social demographics instead of the usual suits. It's 1% funded, 24 days to go. Again, limited appeal. People like these suits. They like them the way they are. They like playing poker with cards like that. The artwork is fine. It's just the suits are replaced by words and different colors. Yay. Not a big fan. Is that the back design? You gotta be kidding me. That's horrible, if that's the back design. Barely comes with 4 blank cards because I have no freaking idea who's gonna use the blank cards for this. I don't know. No idea who is producing them or anything like that, and it's not gonna fund. Country Club fundraiser? What is this? I don't get it. It's weird. Let's move on. It's barely a deck of cards. See if there's anything else on Kickstarter. There's this, the Big Box of Magic. Buy the Big Box of Magic. It's 35% funded, 28 days to go. I'm not sure how this is allowed, how it is original. I mean, last I saw they had some kind of cheap ass deck of cards that they just thrown in there, but it's basically a box of Magic. Joy. I wouldn't bother with it. Not seeing anything else. But let's move on to United Cardists. Boom. There's plenty of other things to talk about in the world of cards. Like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, there's another one. And it's in this one. So let's see. First of all, a prophecy from Seasons Playing Cards, Alex Chin, coming soon to Kickstarter. It's actually supposed to happen sometime in September. That didn't happen, obviously. Very nice artwork, as you can see, as usual. From Alexander Chen. It's coming November 1st, I think it is. Not sure. Oh, okay. Actually, it's October 17th. That's tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks very nice. I'm interested. Then there's this one, new from Legends Playing Cards, available right now. It's called Knowledge. I mentioned it last week, briefly, but I didn't know much about it. Designed by Nick Vlau, completely custom. Only 1,000 produced. For like $15 each. Don't get too excited. Beautiful design though, nice artwork on the court cards. I like it. Very nice. And I think that's 4 on the back design, but I'm not 100% sure. Apparently, the court cards are from the Verde playing cards by Peter Gurney. Never heard of that one. Then there's this, coming soon to Kickstarter from Jody Eklund. It's the Titans playing cards, Robert Barron's edition. Please don't have 3 different editions. 1 edition is fine. Because there's already 3 decks. And this is one thing I'm getting tired of, is creators launching a project with 3 different decks. Especially when there's this many different colors. 2 decks or 1 deck would have been enough, I think, for this. It's just trying to pull as much money out of people's wallets as possible. But it's nice artwork as usual from Jody Eklund. A similar style theme as before. Very nice though. Then there's this one, also new from Legends Playing Cards, Cadenza. Only 700 X per color. Right now there's an early bird at $30 for both. Fairly stunning, the back design. And I'm guessing it's standard faces, since we didn't see a lot of pictures of the faces themselves. Then this is available as well. DeVoe's Blood Spirit Emerald deck and the Cardistry Ninjas right here. Available at handlords.com. Actually, as it's at worldcardexpertstore.com. Just recolors basically. Printed by USPC, of course. Yeah, I'm not seeing here. Okay. Oh, okay. The core cards are custom. There's even a, what is this, a Banker Wins card. Interesting. Not bad. I look forward to checking them out. This is the One Who Knows. It is a Breaking Bad themed deck. I think it's going to Kickstarter, but I'm not sure when. To me, that's already been done by Albino Dragon right here, and much better, I think. This one just kind of showed up as well. Bicycle Snoopy Museum playing cards. Wouldn't mind getting them, but I'm not going to bend over backwards to try and find them. Tired of doing that. If they want people to buy the cards, we'll make them available. Next up, Halloween playing cards. From Natalia Silva, apparently available at Penguin Magic. Kind of inspired by the Christmas deck. Now it's a Halloween deck. Yay. Oh, pretty nice. I'm definitely interested. It's a different type of a deck. Surprised I hadn't seen her advertising this on Facebook. Trying to find what the back design is. Oh, okay. So it's very similar to the other one. I would have preferred a different back design, but it's fine. One deck is $10. Not horrible. And then also, another one that's Halloween themed, brand new from Arterplay. It's the Bicycle Bone Riders. I do like that it's bicycle branded, and I do like that it's kind of a redesign of a rider back. It is a one-way back design because of these dots. You'll see that they're different. If you reverse it, slightly different. I don't know why they would do that, but they did that. Nice, recolored court cards. And I understand that because it's a rider back. Nice tuck case. I like it. It is basically like a more simple version of the Fulton's October deck with bicycle branding because of court cards. And the other one at least had some customization. These ones are just recolored. But it's nice. And see if there's anything else. Nothing from Fear 11 or Illusionist. A few more I'll mention very quickly. First of all, I noticed this on Instagram from Kart Experiment. It's black gold editions of the Bicycle Sarah and Bicycle Dream. Hopefully the last recolors of those decks, because we've seen too many recolors. And really, I'm getting a little bit tired of recolors as well from them. Then there is, forget this, I have to show you on the website instead. This Bicycle Sundial Bridge, if anyone happens to be going to Redding, California, you can pick me up one. I'll appreciate it. And there's Bicycle Gremlins, which I hope to be getting soon for a review. Pretty nice. I like that it's Bicycle branded. And there's some customization, as you can see. Then there's Ultimate Art of Play. I mentioned last week, but there was no audio. James Coffey playing cards. Fairly standard again. Looks like a casino deck. Excuse me. Looks like a casino deck. Very standard plain Ace of Spades. I don't know why. But it's pretty nice. I mean, it's nice. It's okay. Nothing too special. Here's the one I want to mention here. Conjuring Arts. I mentioned it last week, but it's the 9 Lives playing cards. I ordered this. I don't know why it hasn't shipped yet, or why I never got a response from them regarding that. But only 850 or 900 produced, only 300 available for sale. It's a 2015 playing card forum deck design competition winner, designed by Annette Abelins. Pretty interesting. Okay, only 850 produced. Nice bat design, interesting code cards. I like it. I recommend checking it out. And of course, they had another new deck they released recently, which you can pick up at the same time if you haven't done so already. It's the International Cardistry Open official deck. And there's also this one. It's from Helder Gemares, the Versal playing cards. Unfortunately, they want to charge like $40 to ship 2 decks to Canada, so it's like, no thank you. And it's obviously fairly standard. A bit pricey at that, but it is understandable because it's made by a magician for Magic. So it's fairly standard back design and whatnot, but it's nice. I wouldn't mind getting them if anyone wants to help me out. That's appreciated. That is that, I believe. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. I will be probably going back to my regular style of deck reviews in the near future, since some people aren't too big of a fan of how I did them. But I got a couple more like that coming this week anyway. But that is that. I'll see you next time. See ya.